Spaceman here. And you know what time it is. Time for the D. And also the D. Let's do the thing.
DnD! Wow!
Wow.
All right. You fools. So last time, we ended by taking a mission to go and find out what happened to a boat from the guy who runs most of the docks in the city.
We're on a boat.
His name escapes me for a moment. Hold on. Because I'm dumb. Where the heck did it go? Ghislaine Vandy's. So yeah, that's his name. We've been paired with hear my wife yelling in the background. Paired with Captain Raywill Stones, who you guys interacted with just a little bit, and we're going to be at sea for 3 days. And on this very special edition of D&D, our Goliath Druid is absent, so I will be running him as an NPC as well.
Oh boy.
All right, so in the 3 days you guys have at sea, you have time to, do what you want on the boat, or to try to do some research, or talk to each other, or even the captain. I know Thorncaller, as played by Jeff, wanted to learn more about the life aquatic and all the random creatures of the sea, and perhaps observe some of the basics of sailing. Since I am running him tonight, he also, the first night, runs into a little bit of seasickness, being a Goliath from the mountains. Doesn't really have his sea legs once we get out of the bay. So he wild shapes into a very strange-looking plant creature. It's not a moss dog. It looks a little bit of a mix between a bush and a octopus.
A bushtopus.
A bushtopus. He kind of crawls up on the side and suctions himself to the side of the boat, and he looks just like a bush growing out of the boat.
The hell? Plants are fucking weird.
I know.
Even I'm weirded out.
Is that good for the boat? I don't know if that's good for the boat.
You can make a nature check.
Do it.
1 second.
You can also figure out what the heck this thing is, because he didn't tell you.
Nope.
It's a bush.
What do I got? Somebody knows something.
Paladin knows exactly what this thing is. So it's a thorn slinger. And so they don't move very fast, but they can use their little suction things to move around. They also tend to grasp prey by suctioning them to themselves. And they can excrete acid when they do that, but he's not currently doing that. And they can shoot thorns from a long range. Which is where they get their name from, because they're thorn slingers. But when they are motionless, they're indistinguishable from an inanimate bush.
Poopy.
Are they like aquatic creatures or are they land creatures?
It's a plant creature, basically terrestrial. But being a Goliath, deciding that plants can't throw up. Suction to the side of the boat and observe things from his blind sight of a plant for a little while until he gets his sea legs.
Guess that works.
Over the course of the first day, you guys realize he stays in that plant form far longer than he's ever stayed in another plant form before.
Huh.
I think it's his natural form.
Uh-oh. What if he's a plant druid who turns into Goliaths? Just to throw us off.
You guys can make another knowledge nature check to figure out what he's doing.
Oh, jeez. These checks.
That is totally his natural form, and he has been tricking us this whole time. Guys, we need to be wary of this dude.
Tree, man.
He's gonna be getting revenge for all of the trees that we used to make things like our boats.
Uh-oh.
He's here to get you. So that's maybe what you believe. Lucan did very well. And perhaps talking with the druid for a bit because they're kind of plant bros.
Yep.
When he's just kind of chilling in one place and essentially doing the equivalent of a short rest constantly, he can essentially replenish his wild shapes while not moving. And so
Oh,
he's
interesting.
reburning the next wild shape as the other one accrues.
Neat.
Because he can stay in plant form for 2 hours and they respawn every 1 hour. So it's as long as he's just chilling in one space and not really doing anything, it's kind of hard to knock him out of it.
I pluck a couple leaves off him.
Oh,
It kind of shakes at you and then just kind of like wilts a little. Like, yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, it was kind of a hurts, don't it?
Ah. Like throws a random thorn into the ocean, like just out of spite.
It's like
Alright.
spitting.
don't attack the ocean.
All of a sudden, Poseidon
White
shows
man
up.
shrugs. Yeah, Poseidon shows up. You put a thorn in my foot.
It's like stepping on a Lego.
Only less painful.
All right, then the rest of the exposition for what's going on the boat for characters I'm playing. Shard has kind of set up himself in the rigging, like a little hammock. He's mostly looks like he's kind of, catching some R&R, but he's also, keeping an eye out every once in a while. See if anything's out on the water or any other ships are coming by. You also see him sitting with a couple books. And he's just kind of leafing through. And then later on, one day, he comes down and asks to borrow the Hume's book. And he leafs through that and claims that he figured out the next number in the sequence.
Is that the one with all the owls?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'd be helping you with that.
Yeah. So he found one more of the numbers that were hidden in the book.
How many were hidden and how many do we know about?
At this point, you guys are assuming their coordinates. Now that you have 3 of them figured out, and you think there's maybe another 6 total to
Okay.
really zero in on nautical coordinates.
Oh man, is it like an underwater base?
I don't know.
Do we need one of those crab submarines to get to it?
I would not assume so. Or Shard would not assume so, at least.
With a 14, do I catch any fish?
You probably catch some fish.
All right. I immediately eat any fish that I catch.
Okay, just raw.
Yeah.
All
Oh.
right, you're a kind of dead guy. Like,
So I
what
was
do you?
confirming-
Oh, right. You're not alive.
Kind of going a bit golem there, aren't you?
I'll just don't
I
start
guess.
calling stuff my precious. It'll be fine. Talking to yourself.
I think he has in his own way.
I mean, I talked to my sword. Does that count?
Somewhat.
Maybe.
Depends on how many people have figured out you're talking to a sword versus yourself.
I mean,
yeah.
are you talking to a sword, or are you just? That's just what you tell us.
I'm definitely talking to the sword.
Okay.
The sword's
Make
kind of a
arcana check.
jerk.
You do you, buddy.
We're unsure.
Oh, should I
Sure,
be
Scott.
making this? Hold on.
It's up to you.
I. I guess I should.
All right. Well, most of us think the jury's out that he may be a little odd. You, looking at the sword and looking at the other things his family has crafted, you would think this would be actually a very well-made magical item, if not an intelligent item.
Oh, that sword's magical as fuck.
Yeah. So if he's
All
talking
right.
to it, there's a good chance it's intelligent.
Okay. He might not actually just be a crazy man, a crazy undead man.
I mean, I don't know if. I mean, I'm playing the undead, so definitely trust the undead. But in most instances, probably don't trust undead. I don't know. Just seems like a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm your best friend. Oh, I gotta murder everyone to get my revenge. Okay.
I mean, if that's what it takes. I mean, I would never hurt you guys.
Cool.
So while we're on a 3-day trip, Daroth, other than fishing and eating your catch of various random tropical fish, is there anything else you want to do on the boat?
Nope. Just
Okay.
fishing.
Do you want to make a intelligence check while you're doing that?
Sure.
Perfect. So while you're sitting there and you're hunting fish and eating them, you kind of remember in the back of your head that beacon of hate that you have that always seems out to water. And now that you're a couple days along the shore, you can kind of start to triangulate a little bit where it is. Because you're not just a line like off in that direction. You're like, well, it's also now off in that direction. So it's somewhere in a general vicinity. So you're kind of parsing down the search radius.
Okay. Is it like north or is it west or?
It looks to be a little southeast of the city.
Okay.
We're going northeast, but you can tell now, like, from the two places of like, all right, you've shortened your radius quite a bit.
Cool.
All right. Contos, you said last time you're going to be crafting poetry for your stage 6 stalker.
Yes.
Um,
Like really bad poetry, because poetry is not my thing.
okay.
I'm more of the motivational speaker type.
All right. Are you going to spend 3 days crafting poetry, or do you?
No, I'm probably doing that on and off. I actually had a question about my thing.
Yeah.
And Luke in there seems like the smart guy, so I'm gonna bug him and be like, "Hey, I got this like monster problem. Like, have you heard of this thing that I don't like and want revenge against for reasons?"
Monster is pretty vague.
I know. I the player don't remember what it was exactly.
Okay. So the pieces of information you have gleaned thus far as a player,
Yes.
it was some unique-looking monster
Yeah.
that killed part of your crew on your mercenary group. There were crystals found with the blood, but they decayed within a day of finding them. It was along the northern roads, probably northwesterly of Eastspire, but still south of Northreach.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of any signs of it for several years, so you've been resorting to legend and rumor so far.
Uh-huh.
And looking at legend and rumor, you found something that matched the description called Seath the Scaleless.
Yeah. You ever heard of that? Seath the Scaleless?
I don't know. Would that be a history check?
Could be history or a pure intelligence check if you have better on one or the other.
Probably rings some bell. Maybe the crystal blood stuff.
So all you figure out from your knowledge of history and other stuff, hearing Seath the Scaleless rings a somewhat, the name makes sense because it was an abomination of dragon kind, born without scales. No one knew the type of dragon it was.
I can
And
tell
that
you it wasn't
cast out by its own-
fucking friendly.
Yeah, and that it was cast out by its own kind because it was scaleless.
Yeah, that shit is gross.
That's like pretty fucked up though. Imagine like, someone had a baby and it had no skin and they were like, cast it out, and they just threw this baby into the woods, this skinless baby.
Have you ever seen a scaleless dragon?
Well, this one time.
Yeah,
When I killed all my friends.
Yeah, I killed all my friends, dude.
Oh,
All I can picture is the furless cats.
Oh god.
Yeah. Imagine a dragon Rex cat.
Oh, that's horrifying.
The good news is he's hypoallergenic.
Dragon scale allergies? Well, we have the dragon for you.
It's an abomination against nature. But you won't sneeze. And it'll probably kill you. But
It's
you
the
won't be
story-
sneezing while it's killing you.
It's the story of how it found true love and redeemed itself.
Yes.
It gave its love a bouquet of humans.
Oh, yeah, I'm killing that thing. Someday, somehow.
Is his lover like an illithid or?
Probably. It just wants to use him for his brain.
Is dragons shape-shifting their form still a thing?
I think high-level ones can.
Yeah, like ancient.
At least my headcanon for this world, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, 5th edition they can.
Yeah. Powerful ones have a whole bunch of crazy crap.
Yeah.
Also like the one that was in one of the Ack Inc. games. That was one of the legendary like ancient dragons who had taken class levels.
Oh, God.
Oh
And so
dear.
he had wands strapped to his wings.
Oh.
Not only could he cast spells, but he also had crafted himself a bunch of powerful magic items to cast additional spells.
That's
God.
amazing.
Nice. And Brent, I just had a very horrifying thought.
What?
The stalker chick is
Yeah.
the dragon and shapeshifted.
Oh, my God, no. Don't give the DM that ideas, man. That's not cool.
We
He's
just
giggling.
wrote-
We should be afraid.
Damn
I
it,
was laughing
Steve.
because I love how preposterous it is and how it'll breed, paranoia.
Oh, God.
It's not paranoia if the DM really is out to get you.
Yeah.
Dave, do you want to kill us all?
No. I enjoy playing the game. I don't want to kill the party. I occasionally throw things that are going to be difficult.
All right.
Usually a way around it.
Put it this way. The DM isn't trying to not kill you.
Fair.
I'm trying to craft an enjoyable hour-and-a-half session.
That may kill us.
Yes. May or may not. We
Unclear.
don't know. Depends on how much the dice hate us.
Yeah, it's largely the dice trying to kill you than me. At least one of you is already dead.
Omae wa mu shinderu.
All right,
No.
Steve, you told me to remind you to make 4 rolls on your Tome of Trivia.
Yep.
What are you asking about for each roll?
I knew I forgot to do something.
Oh,
Okay, let me look over my notes. Start with the origin of the Farsarni gems.
Okay. Roll your D100.
oh, jeez.
Unsure if good or bad.
Either really
Um,
good or really awful.
Yeah, just metagaming wise, I generally do closer to 100 is the more relevant info. Nothing's going to be false. But with a 2, it's going to be something you probably already know or something that's stupid trivia. So their origin comes from elves who harvested them.
Okay. The trees that these came from, any more information about them.
Okay.
Bit better.
Yeah.
I have the name here, but I wasn't going to try and pronounce it.
Yeah, I have it here too, and I don't blame you. Stupid Elvish. The trees are thought to be extinct.
I guess third would be any information on how the gems are used in magic.
Okay.
Answer carefully.
They function like a battery.
I just realized I actually did have the answer to the where those gems come from.
Is that right? Yeah.
Sorry, I know this is riveting television.
I think everyone else is waiting with bated breath, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Secret squirrel of investigation stuff.
How? This is more just general lore, not like divining where someone is kind of thing, right?
Yeah, this is like random trivia people might know or have jotted down. You feel like. But I mean, like, it's not like you couldn't ask like more open-ended questions like, where was the last sighting of a blah, or
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, something along those lines. Last sighting or last cache or last. Yeah, where was the last tree? And like, how long ago did they go extinct?
okay.
Like, where and when did the trees end?
Okay. Now I got to figure out where it was. So the last place they were was in the jungles southwest of Eastspire. And
Which is completely the opposite direction that we're going right now, right?
currently, that's just where the last tree was. And it was destroyed probably about 250 years ago.
Destroyed specifically or died?
It says destroyed.
Interesting.
Destroy you.
I have thoughts for more questions later, I think.
Yeah. If things go well, we'll have a little bit of return time to ask questions. And then Lionel, last but not least, did you have anything you wanted to do on the 3 days chilling on a boat?
I want to find the lowest ranking sailor and just talk religion to him nonstop. to convert him.
All
Like
right.
when he's working, just kind of like stand behind him and just kind of keep attacking. See if I can
Interesting thing with this journey.
persuade him.
So interesting thing with this journey is normally a ship this size would have a sizable crew, but knowing that we're going to potentially go into danger, only the captain is present, but he seems to be keeping the boat together by himself fairly well.
What?
Then I do it to the captain.
Yeah, so the captain listens to you and he's like, yeah, knowledge and stuff seems cool, man. And like,
So it's just the captain.
just the captain. So if you guys make a perception check, you can kind of see what he's doing.
Perceive. Jesus.
Dude, that was a nice tune I just got.
Whip, 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 whip.
All right, so Kontos is maybe the only one that catches on that while he seems to be a sailor by profession, he has a little bit of magical training. And so he's been using like mage hand to like tighten down some ropes or to unfurl something. He seems to have the mending cantrip to, patch little things here and there. And he seems to love his cove, which is the coffee equivalent in this setting. And when he wakes up in the morning, he seems to cast a spell that I don't think we've seen in this game before that puts a little spectral hand in front of the wheel with its pointing forward.
Huh.
Which I guess you can do Arcana to figure out what that spell is.
Extra spooky hand. Oh, I don't know what it is.
I know what it is.
Makes my brain hurt.
I might know what it is.
I probably know what it is.
Oh yeah, you guys probably know too. So this is a level 1 spell called Guiding Hand, where it lasts for about 8 hours, so it's good for a work day. In giving it a specific location that is well known or mapped, it will point to that location. And so for him, it functions better than a compass because it's constantly pointing to our destination.
Huh.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's driving the boat while he's asleep?
He seems to anchor it overnight.
Seems slow, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, he seems to stay up
Anchoring
pretty damn late, but when you guys wake up in the morning, it's anchored, and he's usually pulling up the anchor.
I also feel like I should mention that Daroth doesn't sleep. He just continues.
He does
to
not
fish.
sleep. He waits.
You just constantly fish, gaining XP for fishing.
Yes, I gain a.
Level up the crafting skills, man. Or
All
the gathering skills, rather.
All right. For the lulls, roll a couple more fishing rolls, Zach.
Okay. Survival, I assume.
It could be survival. Yeah, that works.
I'm not very good at fishing.
Trying to look at what you got for. Okay, so you don't get anything too crazy, but I want to look at.
On a 1, he goes into the drink.
No, I was just trying to make sure you didn't catch something bigger than he could have reeled in.
In Soviet waters, fish catch you.
Yeah, like he catches a quipper at one point, which is like a little piranha. But you just eat it.
You eat it before it tries to eat you.
Yeah. He's also said you're going to use your harpoon at one point.
I mean, if I encounter anything big enough to warrant a harpoon, I definitely harpoon a thing.
Okay, so you catch a couple of bigger fish and leave the waters a little bloody. And you see something with a fin come up by the ship and you harpoon it. A reef shark.
If it gets mad, I try to intimidate it. Oh, I didn't do well.
It's not happy about being harpooned.
All right. What roll should I do to try to reel it on in?
Make a strength check.
Oh, no. Can I use my charisma instead? Oh.
All right, you almost got it up onto the boat, and then it kind of thrashes wildly and gets away.
Aw, I almost caught a shark.
Hell. I almost caught a shark. Who says that?
This guy!
Okay, Lionel, to give you fair time too, other than trying to convert the captain, is there anything else you wanted to do while you're on the boat?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay. So yeah, we all kind of chit-chat, nothing really too more revealing. And then third day comes, and the captain says, we should be approaching the generic area.
Oh, boy.
So now to start keeping our eyes out for any signs of wreckage or anything weird or amiss.
Yes.
Okay. So Shard's up top looking around. Is anybody else going to be looking
yeah.
around? For a
Gotta-
survival check to follow currents or...
My perception check wasn't very good.
Is perception better? Or
You can do perception or survival. You get different things.
perception?
I also like how 3 out of 5 of us have a perception bonus of 0.
Rough.
Okay, so we're still in sight of the shore, but you see some area that looks like, you can't tell if it's rocky outcroppings or debris. And so you guys probably tell the captain to head that way. And then we could do another round of survival or perception.
It's a mouth. No. I don't see shit. I see the ocean. Ah, there we go.
You should go towards the rocks.
My row guys.
Seriously.
So apparently his, perched location helps. I should also be rolling for Thorncaller looking around because he probably just turned back into a person. Talking about fish and other stuff. He's mostly been watching Daroth reel up random things. Learning his nature that way. But his perception is a 3. So yeah, he didn't do well on the first one. Second one, he does average. So Shard yells out that he definitely sees something bobbing on the water, and it's not just a static rock. And so you guys start getting even closer toward the shoreline, and you start seeing, maybe a random board here or there. You start kind of seeing, the way things are moving on top of the waves and how stuff might have moved a little bit. So we can do one more round of perception or survival. Shard is very good.
Oh, god damn. Then roll an 8 again? What the hell?
I don't think. Yeah, not rolling well.
Okay. So Shard again is up top being like, no, there's definitely something over that way. And so you start coming a little bit closer. And you start definitely seeing more signs of wreckage. And you guys think you're very close. And then we'll do one last round to find our way.
Uno mas?
So we got 18 from Thorncaller, 19 from Lucan. Daroth is busy catching a fish. It's like, hold on, guys. I gotta get my reel up. All right. So with everyone kind of averagely looking around, we come upon. Was that hopefully centered everybody?
Uh-oh. I see a turtle.
Yeah. So let me get up my notes. So as we start tracking toward a wreck where we can kind of see a little bit under the water, we start getting into a place where the water isn't super duper deep. You can kind of see the bottom. We're starting to kind of follow the signs of this wreck. And as we start approaching the deck through the waters, you see a deeper rift on the ocean floor, possibly a cave. From the cave emerges a massive creature that looks like a turtle. So it surfaces straight up from the cave, which goes vertically right out of the water to the surface, and looks over the ship. Anyone who wants to can make a knowledge, nature, or arcana check.
Nature Kana. I'm gonna do Arc. Oh, yeah, there we go. What are we looking at?
Phone caller, who does well. And I should also roll for the captain, who does average. So the captain knows it's a dragon turtle.
Oh, jeez.
Those that roll higher than that also realize that it looks small for a dragon turtle. Like, you guys have heard of these things, and they're massive. And this thing's like large creature sized.
Ah.
It's time to capture us a dragon turtle.
No. This is a
Who in
baby.
the party can speak Draconic?
Me?
Yo.
I think I can. Yes, I also can.
Okay. Does Lionel or Lucan speak Draconic?
I do not.
Nope.
Okay, so the two of you are the only ones that understand this. So this thing comes up and starts to bellow very low and loud in a deep voice. Ooh, another ship so soon? Do you have any more of those little cakes? Can't you just give them over to me in my greatness?
What?
What cakes in Draconic?
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude?
So he explains the other ship, when cracked open, was filled with yummy pastries.
We don't have
yeah.
cakes, sorry. Oh, wait,
I've
or
been
do we
catching
have
some
cakes?
fish.
We
don't
don't
think-
have cakes, do we? I look at the captain. I'm like, do we have cakes? I don't.
So the captain, who's been very composed and taking care of the ship all by himself this whole time, has kind of like reached down to a crossbow and is like, doesn't know what to really do with the situation. And he's like, I don't think I have any cakes. I have some supplies that we're taking up to Shulwell, but I'm not sure what's in them.
Okay, well, you know, be cool, be cool. We're
Okay.
talking to this thing. We got this. I hope.
It doesn't know the cakes are a lie yet.
So you guys want to have a conversation with the dragon?
Yeah, absolutely. I like cakes. We don't have any cakes, buddy. Sorry.
Actually, I quick ask the captain, was the other ship carrying cake?
He's kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know, like we take all sorts of things. You know, whatever's in the cargo, we don't usually look through the itemized list.
Fair.
But you know, the dragon being like, oh, no cakes. You know, he's like, I was hoping for more snacks without, you know, having to deal with the indigestion of cracking open one of these things.
Cracking over what?
He's implying a ship.
Oh, yeah, that's not okay, dude. You can't
Yeah.
be attacking ships.
Hey, if we fed you cake, would you stop attacking these ships?
I think I could be convinced of an agreement to drop off tributes.
All right, so hear me out here. What if I told people, sailors specifically, that this area is good luck to drop a cake in?
That could be amenable. I'm tired of the great tradition of cracking open ships like eggs and getting the goodies inside.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We don't really like that either. So, we could get a good thing going here.
He seems fairly amenable about that, but he's just kind of boisterous about like the great traditions of the dragon turtles.
Yeah.
He is like, yeah, but okay, we'll do that.
What are the ships from the Black whatever, like the Blackport? Is that it?
Blackport was where the pirates are.
Right. So do they look different?
Yeah, none of the things under here look like pirate ships, or that would be decked out as like a pirate ship. Not that they would look terribly different, but these definitely look like merchant ships.
Okay.
Like, wreckage of the one you were told to look for, and maybe parts of some other boats.
So I don't personally know like what a Blackport ship looks like.
Yeah, none of us have seen any, but I mean, like, you don't see any like Jolly Rogers or anything that would be like.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
pirates.
Well, plan ruined.
Oh.
So one of these ships that we see sunk here, we know is one of the ship we're looking for, or no?
So the one that's like right ahead of the ship bears a striking resemblance to how the other ship was described to you.
Oh, okay. Given the size of this dragon turtle, do I think it's actually capable of like sinking a ship?
Make an intelligence check or another Arcana or Nature check. Was that a 15?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. It didn't bing on me that it went through. Knowing that it's a dragon turtle, you think it's a bit small, so it may not be full grown yet. But you think even at a smaller size in its element, it would probably be a tough. Like, it obviously didn't have trouble with this other ship. Looks like this other ship wouldn't have caught any rocks here or anything, so there's no other explanation that the other ship would have sank.
Well, I was just wondering if maybe there's a bigger one hanging around, and this one's just like got a Napoleon complex.
Well, the bard and the warlock can talk more with the dragon.
Yeah, like if he wants, like when we get to our destination, because we're gonna come back through this way, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll fucking buy a cake and I'll drop it off on the way back, or a bunch or whatever. I was like, nah, man, I'm cool with, just don't sink ships, and we'll figure something out. We'll get you more cakes.
Also, to be clear, when you say cake, do you mean, and he describes an actual cake, like a circle pastry?
Yeah, so he, goes back and very gleefully describes these little tiny, probably to us, 4-inch wide little short cake. And like a glazing on it. That when it hit the seawater, get all nice and filled with seawater and tasted delicious to him. He admits that he shouldn't eat all the sugary snacks all the time. And that other tributes would be acceptable, but, those really hit the spot last time.
Okay, cool.
What's his name, so I can, spread
His
his
name?
better spread his legend.
So his name is Traxxas.
Traxxas.
Traxxis.
Traxxas. Okay. The great Traxxas demands cake.
And others treats.
And you shall have it.
I assume from its size, it's also going to be growing, so the tribute will need to increase in time too.
Yeah, but if it becomes a mascot, maybe it'll start looking out for the sailors who are feeding it instead of cracking things open.
That's true. I like that idea.
You know, he's the guardian of the bay here, or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Shard knows nothing additional about that.
Like in the back of my head, I'm like, this is a bad idea, but I kind of don't feel like fighting this thing on its home turf, you know?
Yeah, like you can make another Arcana check to be like, all right, this thing is this old now. And you can try to figure out how powerful it is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, you're just like dragon turtles have a reputation of being pretty powerful.
Yeah.
They never stop getting more powerful.
Well, it's one of the things where it's like generally you just hear of the really old ancient ones. So this is actually a weird treat to see a younger one. Because as far as you know, dragon turtles don't necessarily reproduce very quickly. But you know some of the biggest, oldest ones are sometimes mistaken for islands.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Lucan knows some shit.
I might know a few more things.
Oh,
I refuse to believe you and believe all land masses.
okay.
are
So
giant
Lucan
turtles.
with a 25, nat 20. You think this thing is still would be considered young in the dragon aging hierarchy? A normal full-sized adult would take up a 4x4 instead of a 2x2.
Oh, geez.
Some of them getting bigger than that. Though looking him over, it looks like he's already grown his natural armor, so he's not squishy. And that, dragon turtles normally have some like pretty powerful bites in steam breath, which the steam can actually, warp and break some of the boards on ships, and it's usually what causes them to start to sink.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I don't remember his name. I'm really bad at remembering names.
Traxxas.
Atraxas. Would you be interested in following us back? I bet we could arrange for, you to have some delicious treats. I know some people who might like to meet you.
I am honored, but I want to stay with my cave.
Okay, he likes his cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll let people know this is a good drop-off spot for tribute if they, wanna wish for good luck on their sales, and get the protection of the mighty Traxxas.
All right. He seems very amenable to that. He gives you the dragon equivalent of like a thumbs up and slowly like sinks into the water, kind of Terminator 2 style. And goes back down to this little cave.
Yes.
You kind of get that he was like getting tired of talking with you guys. He's like, "All right, you're not feeding me. You guys are gonna feed me later, so I'm gonna go take a nap."
Okay.
Yeah.
See you later, buddy.
We'll miss you.
All right. So.
Excellent. So yeah, the captain kind of regains his composure, and he's like, "I am really glad we did not have to fight that thing."
Yeah. No, I didn't feel like wrecking a ship.
Yeah,
Probably would not have
appreciate
gone super well for us.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm pretty sure, hearing over the terms, what a little bit going back and forth in common, that he can talk to Vandy's to make sure sailors do drop off some extra loot,
Yeah,
some
it's
extra foodstuffs.
nice. Yeah. It's a nice tribute for, our protector of the bay here.
Yeah. Yeah. So he very much is like, all right, well, we're going to get the hell up to Shoalwell. And he kind of, takes the ship as fast as he can away from that cave.
Yeah, fair.
He's like, I don't want that thing to change its mind.
Yeah.
But good, you guys went with the diplomacy route, which is what I hoped you guys would do.
Yeah. I'm pretty glad two of us spoke Draconic.
Well, I knew at least Daroth did because he's a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yep.
The guy who only has intimidation to try to parlay with another dragon.
As a general rule of thumb, if I'm playing a caster of some sort, I usually grab Draconic as an optional language.
Yeah, I usually do too. For some reason, Shard doesn't have it.
Well, he's using
Also,
divine magic. That's different.
Yeah, he's also not a typical caster.
Hmm.
He also grew up in a city full of dwarves, so he has common, dwarven, and elven. Those are like the people he talks with all the time.
Yes.
I'm like, no, that makes sense because he's talking with dwarves and elves because those are like the two main other races in the city. But yeah, you guys head off. You guys hit some good headwinds. You can actually make it to Shoalwell in one day.
Sweet.
You guys can discuss your encounter with Traxxas or other things if you want.
Yeah. I'm definitely buying that dude a cake or several.
Yeah.
It does
You're
seem
thinking
like
it would have to be a
wise
very
plan.
big cake or a case of smaller cakes.
Yes.
But yeah, fun metagaming to look back at it. You guys could have fought it and maybe have won, but it would have been a very hard fight.
Yeah. The ship might not have survived.
Yeah, I prepared for both options, which included also the sink shipping and you guys having a shipwreck mission next week.
Oh boy.
Well,
You know,
it worked out.
You guys did the little cakes option, which is good. Which if anybody watches The Magicians, I kind of stole that from one of the deities in that.
Oh jeez.
I read the books, but I don't remember them very well anymore.
Who was it? Umber shows up and he's like, do you have any of those little cakes?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so you guys want to talk among yourselves or research anything, and then we'll hit port?
I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, no big deal. We just negotiated with the dragon turtle. It's all good. Parlayed, if you will.
Yeah, I was like, that's probably the smart option. And Shard looks also relieved. He's like, I could probably hit it with some darts, but I don't think I would have done much to a massive turtle.
I'm just sort of sad that we, couldn't bring it home.
Were you
He is
hoping for some
home.
turtle soup?
Yeah.
Well,
You know how dragons are. They have their layers, and they don't like to go too far away. They don't want anyone stealing their stuff.
Yeah.
fair. All right. Well, what now?
So you guys hit Shoalwell. I don't have a map for Shoalwell. But as Brent wants to, you can go off and buy cake.
Yep.
You guys can do other stuff in town. It's not anywhere near as impressive as Eastspire. It's a little port town, fishing and
I
kind of has a
gotta
little
I gotta send all my poetry back via carrier pigeon or whatever we have.
Okay. I think there's actually like Animal Messenger you could hire.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Instead of a little coded message, it's just a satchel.
Hey, just carry this.
Pelican just shows up at her house and vomits up like a squirrel.
Bunch of poetry.
True romance.
Flaps off, knocking shit over, and gets out of the house. I like it. But yeah, there's not a whole ton to note of the city other than it's, 5 days boat ride-ish out of the city.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, the next biggest little city in that area. So it's a nice little port town, but it's not a city.
Yeah, it's more like kind of like a fishing town, I guess, maybe, or
Yeah, I
fishing
mean,
and
maybe a little
trade.
bit bigger than that, but they got some trade coming in, and they're a decent stop. They're a frequent stopover.
Okay.
It's probably where they make. They have a lot of inns and bars, and they have a good amount of shipping coming in and out for both the local region and probably people coming from further journeys that need a stop.
Yes.
What you rolling Arcana for, Steve?
The net 25.
Yeah, was that the last? Oh yeah, never mind. I
Yeah.
swore my screen just looked like it just refreshed that, and I was like, did he just roll?
No, because I hit the up arrow, and it
Okay.
brought up the last roll, but I didn't hit enter.
All right. It flickered my screen for some reason. That was weird.
Because Roll20 is creepy and tells you when people are typing.
Is there anyone glowy in town?
In this town, no.
Okay.
Actually, why don't you roll a 1d100 and let the dice tell me?
Sounds good.
With an 81, you do not detect anyone in town.
Okay.
Is there a library in this town, or is it kind of fishing village?
I mean, it's a small village, but they might have a small little school with a little library attached to it.
Oh, yeah. Not some place to find esoteric knowledge.
Roll a d100. Let's find out, because I haven't built out this town yet in my setting. Okay, yeah, so it's a small little library. You don't know what's in there, but you would assume it's more mundane knowledge.
Okay. And we had a couple days from the dragon turtle to here, right?
We hit favorable wind, so you have 1 day if you want to roll on your other thing.
Oh, okay. Cool. I had one question stashed. Kind of what destroyed the trees?
Okay.
A tree-eating tree monster.
So this kind of gives you similar information to what you already got, but seems to fill in more of the sentence that got cut off. And so the trees are thought to be completely extinct, destroyed over the centuries by the foes of elven kind, who sought the power of the gems from them.
Da da da.
Interesting, but also actually not surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't list
Cool.
any specific foes, but it's just saying like anyone who fought with the elves eventually was like, no, F these trees.
Which there's probably a fair number that if the elves are pissed off.
Yeah. All right, so Brent buys cake.
Yes.
Do you get one gigantic cake or many smaller cakes?
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
What do you
Oh, and
tell the baker?
I start spreading rumors about the dragon turtle, who will offer his protection to sailors in the area in exchange for tributes in the form of cakes or other goodies. So I'm getting him a bunch of cakes
All right.
to help us, help us wish for a safe voyage.
So make a persuasion check on the
Persuasion.
baker.
All right.
I also want to see what the baker thinks of that. The baker tells that you are being fully sincere and is like, wait, what? Anyone else in town saying there's a turtle telling them to give them cake, he would have looked at them like they had 3 heads. He still would have sold you the cake, but he's like, so wait, no, there's actual gigantic turtle thing out in the water?
Yeah, we're gonna keep him happy.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm glad I stay, on land most days.
Yeah, sea's full of some weird shit, man.
Hold on 1 second, I gotta mute. Sorry about that.
How dare you?
Okay, he was dropping off dog and a smoothie.
A dog smoothie. Oh,
Dog and a smoothie. Her hands were full. I'm like, why is she knocking on the door?
I feel like this movie was just like a please take this dog away.
Pretty much, which is hilarious because like I'm home alone with the dog a lot, like when I work from home, and he like sleeps across from me on the couch all day. And when Mom's home, he's like jumping on her and wants to play. So now I have dog.
Hi, dog.
Hello, this is Doug.
Tail wagged. He hears you. All right, so you guys get the cakes. You guys go around, get some drinks, spend the night in town.
Woo.
Captain Stones, make sure the ship gets unloaded and reloaded. He makes some notes to the local branch of the Vandy's shipping company about, the agreement with Traxxas.
Excellent.
And, sends word on this side, at least, of what happened to the ship. And it's like, if you don't want to drop any cargo off, stay clear of, that area. Yeah, and he also, for the return trip, he does pick up a couple more sailors to come back now that he knows what happened to the other ship.
Cool.
Welcome back, buddy.
Shard doesn't do a whole lot. He goes in, pretty much hangs out in a bar in the corner, has a couple drinks.
Boo.
Let's see if Thorncaller learns anything cool. No.
Well, you said that.
He has
Yeah,
a plus
pretty
1 to
much.
knowledge nature, and I rolled a 7. So
Rough.
nothing new or interesting out there.
Hmm.
So unless anybody else wants to do anything else, we pack up and make a long trip back. We're near where Traxxas is. You drop off your cakes.
Woo.
You don't see him.
Thanks.
Does he come up?
The captain stays a little ways away from where the exact cave is,
Oh, okay.
so you don't see him. But no turtle all of a sudden gives chase.
Cool.
You're
It is
assuming
done.
No.
All right. Well, we leave, some boxes of cakes with, Subtraxis written in Draconic.
Enjoy.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys have a couple day journey back. The tides are usually a little bit more favorable this way, so it's about 3 days total. If you guys want to do anything else on your way back and talk to each other, Steve, do you want to clue anyone else in on this stuff, or are you still keeping it close to the vest?
I think a little bit keeping it close to the vest, unless people kind of ask about it, but I've probably been just kind of holed up anyways.
Yeah, hold up with the book.
I was going to say, I don't think we've noticed.
Okay. My guy's doing his little book and looking through and leafing around. And then he's also going to roll on the Humes. Bam!
Oh, damn.
And so he finds another number now that he solved another one.
Actually, I might bug Shard because he's been around Eastspire a bunch, right? Or
Yeah,
lives
he's
there.
up there.
Kind of a little bit who's who as far as researchers and all of that goes, that maybe might be relevant to what I'm looking for, but being generally vague and sort of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so the biggest thing is the library that we've already been to is probably the biggest resource of, written knowledge. The dean of the school that we ran into before is generally known as a pretty good savant of random knowledge. Pretty much most of the academy area is pretty well stocked with people that are helpful with those sorts of investigations. He knows that the dwarves have their own little scholarly group in a library somewhere, but no one ever gets into Mog Faldor far enough to read anything.
Okay.
Um,
I might hit him up then for a little bit of intros and or help with getting intros to access those.
Yeah, he's like, I hope we can get more info, in more. You know, it's essentially like our encounter with Farak the Dirker gave him his first entrance into Mog Feldor. So he's like, I hope we can do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, though I definitely need his help because social skills are not my forte.
Yeah. 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 Other than that, do you mention anything about elves or anything specific about the research, or just the esoteric knowledge?
Esoteric knowledge, and then maybe leading into like elven history and rituals and.
Mm-hmm. And he also mentions, you know, outside the cities where most of the elves actually dwell, up on the terraces where a lot of the farmland is. And so there may be some elders, or, you know, some of the elven villages that are up in the trees might have their own research crew, but he hasn't, you know, done much up in that area.
Okay. Does he know anyone who has? TBD.
TBD. He doesn't. I mean, he probably doesn't know a ton because he's been a noble his whole life and hasn't really cared.
Fair, and probably pursuits of knowledge were probably not high on his list.
Yeah, his pursuits of knowledge are more religion and artifacty. And so he has some contacts at the Cathedral of Faiths that are more the like artifact relic hunters.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. What does he know about like? I don't want to use the actual term and or the actual name in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
but like, trying to figure out how to phrase the question. Something along the lines of naturally formed gems.
He'll investigation. He looks at you a little strangely, like, what are you talking about? Unnaturally gem? Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm still trying to play this close to the vest. Gems that maybe were grown and used as part of elven rituals, as maybe some artifact knowledge. Maybe
Okay.
some are still hanging around.
So let's see if he knows anything off the cuff. Nope. But he does point you toward at least one of the elven priests at the Cathedral of Faiths are into, you know, relics and things. And, you know, being an elf, he might have better information toward elven lore. And I can come up with a random name generator in a minute. We are in Harry. Or Airy. But it has an H. So Wyrran Heirie.
Wait, sorry, what? Where?
So the guy's name is Weirin, Wyrran. The last name is Airy, which is Heirie. And he's a elven priest at the Cathedral of Faiths.
Cool.
And he's just like interested because he's into this whole like relic thing. He's got this like Indiana Jones type mentality. It's like it belongs in a museum. Sounds awesome.
Cool.
Cool. Anybody else doing anything, Daroth? You still fishing the whole way?
Yeah.
Make me a survival check for the lulz.
I'm gonna fish with Dareth.
All right.
Nice.
I'm all poetried out.
I share my catch with you. I'm excited that you want to fish with me.
Yes.
Do you eat raw fish?
No.
I don't do very
I'll,
well.
do I get some magic shit? Oh, I don't have prestidigitation. I was like, maybe I could just cook it. I didn't grab presto though.
You should roll a survival check unless you have another skill you would call relevant to fishing.
I'll just do survival. Wait, where's my stuff? Here we go. Survival. I'm helping.
I deceive the fish. Does that help me catch them better?
Hey fish, come into the boat. It's pretty great up here.
All right. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So Brent, with your 17, you catch what feels like a very large fish.
Wow.
On its way up, coming up, you feel something much bigger pull on the line.
Oh. Someone got my fish.
No, it's still on the hook. So you can make a strength check.
Uh-oh, that's not a thing I have. Oh, hey, look at that.
So you somehow, put your foot up on the rail and you just heave and you pull this thing up. Daroth, kind of steadies your shoulder and you pull this thing up. And is that you to look over the side?
That was me noticing if it was happening. So when I notice, like when it's really obvious, Daroth hexes the fish.
Okay.
Anti-strength check.
All right.
You can't curse the fish. We're gonna eat it.
Don't worry, the curse wears off.
Okay.
All right. So as it breaches the water, you see you've caught a giant octopus
What?
on the end of your line that has tried to devour the fish that was on your hook.
Hey, that was my fish, you dick.
Nice.
Octopus is delicious. Reel it in.
Alright. We're catching a fucking octopus.
I can bite a cheer on.
Nice.
Yay, moral support.
That's important when you're fishing.
Yes. Oh, nice. That is a weird looking octopus.
Here, we'll put you guys up here. This thing's pretty big, so do you still want to pull it up onto the deck?
I'm thinking maybe we cut our losses on this one. This is gonna turn into fishing from beating up an octopus.
To your call, you can easily cut the line.
Yeah, no, I'll just cut the line.
All right.
Aww.
Like,
It
yeah.
pops down out of the water, spurts out a big ink cloud, and disappears into the depths.
Yeah, did you want to get inked? That thing was gonna ink us.
Do you want ink? Because that's how you get ink.
Basically.
All right.
Yeah.
So you lost a hook, but you feel you didn't lose much.
Yeah, no, it's...
We lost a hook. We gained a memory.
Yeah. The ocean's fucking weird, man. Try to go fishing, catch a deep freaking octopus. Giant ass octopus.
Hold on. We'll see if Jeff finds anything weird. Ooh. 9 and 12. Oh. Hold on. Did that wrong. So, Thorncaller fishes something out of the water, some weird kelp, and is studying it.
Is he going to try and make a blade out of it?
No. You just see him like very excited about this random kelp, and you see him start trying to like bottle it and put it in like little jars.
Huh.
You can ask him about it.
What's with the kelp, bro?
So he claims this is some rare ass shit, and it's a very beneficial plant. So its leaves, like the actual kelp leaves, can neutralize itches and stings when applied topically. But this weird kelp also produces berries, which can turn people invisible.
What?
That's awesome.
The ocean's fucking weird.
It is in real life, too.
I know. This one's extra weird.
The ocean is a weird place.
This is a silly place.
We shall go back there. All right. That is most of what I got, unless you guys want to do anything else quickly.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
All
got
right.
Nothing.
So you guys make your way safely back to the docks. You have other than the giant octopus, an uninteresting journey back. And Ghislaine Vandes thanks you for your assistance and gets the lowdown that, there was a dragon turtle that was destroying ships, but with a low price of some cakes and some other snacks, he won't do that no more. And he's like, all right, well, rather pay a small tax on the sea than lose ships.
Yeah.
Seems
So-
fair.
He was, he claims, he was so confident in you guys, doing your job that he's already had his workers up to your guys' headquarters.
Oh, neat.
And so he did some basic renovations and he was able to get some bed furniture up into the place.
Cool beans.
Nice.
And so you can go there if people want.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was our gear delivered as well? True Steel gear?
You think it'll be there tomorrow?
Oh, cool.
Both of ours, me and Gary's?
Lionel's will be a little bit longer. Yours, you hop the line. And his, it was in the line.
Gotcha.
So we actually got some stuff.
You guys got some furniture.
Furniture.
Yay, cartoony furniture.
Oh, and the stalker girl's still in Kantos' room.
She liked
She
his
never left.
poetry.
Okay. Poetry's not really my wheelhouse, but I guess it is my wheelhouse. I don't know.
Talking to her, you don't think she's even left. Like, she's She's been coming back here every day. She's like, a pelican knocked over something on your shelf.
Oh. Like, do you like do stuff or?
She's like, oh, it's been quiet around the trade deals with the elves lately, so
Uh,
got a little bit of free time.
yeah.
And then she kind of just playfully chides you for not telling her that you're going to be going away on a boat for like a week.
Yeah. Sorry. Was sort of a short notice thing. Anyway, let's test out my new bed.
It sounds like a plan.
At least we know your priorities are set.
Yeah.
We have... Excellent. Past Dave is efficient. So to lead into next session in 2 weeks, you guys, as you're all back in town and at your little headquarters, checking out your new rooms, a delivery person comes with letters for everyone,
Letters for everyone.
which you actually realize is an invitation. It's on a nice little stock paper. And you open it up, right? Nobody just throws these things in the
I burn it immediately. No.
Yes.
All right, so you guys notice it is signed by Sineth Silverleaf, which is the dean at the academy that you guys ran into before, the kind of crazy old guy. Who was endearing. And it says, "You are cordially invited to attend a murder. I, Sineth Silverleaf, will be hosting a murder mystery party at my home. You are invited to this event to help solve the case of my untimely demise. We will start the evening with hors d'oeuvres and mingling, followed by a spectacular dinner prepared by my personal chef. After dinner, you will find me dead, in air quotes. And upon you to determine amongst my guests who is the murderer. I shall endeavor to play the best corpse I can, but you must excuse the occasional chortle, as you may stumble through my clues. Magically yours, Silverleaf."
Ah.
This seems kind of dumb.
Perhaps. You think it's a birthday party.
Does that mean we have to get him a present?
You could. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not disparaging you, Dave, per se, but Daroth is probably like, no.
Gonna say Lucan might be kind of like, eh?
Come
Well,
on.
Silverleaf.
Where's
Whose birthday is it again?
Huh?
Whose birthday did you say it was?
The dean of the academy.
Oh.
Oh, changed my mind then. Or Lucan changed his mind.
Yeah, you're like, what a stupid party. But that dude.
like? Come on, it's practice for real murders.
The ones we usually commit. I mean,
What? No.
It might be useful to get to know him. I don't know what you guys think.
Well, aren't we kind of living on like old college property?
Yeah.
yeah, he's kind of our immediate neighbor.
Yeah.
All right.
One of those not required but highly encouraged.
Mandatory fun. Woo.
Precisely.
There's some other little notes in the back that look like it's scrawled in a different hand that actually tells you where the address is. And like, this is for, the great Cinema Silverleaf's, birthday. Please come and enjoy the evening. And you guys notice that the address is like the end of an alleyway.
What?
Like you guys have been walking around the academy area for a while, and you're like, they're saying his house is here, but that's like a dead end alleyway.
Has he got one of those weird wizard houses?
Perhaps.
Like
Well,
bigger
we've
on
been
the
to a
inside.
weird wizard bar.
Yeah, like Maybe it's one of those kind of deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
All right. That's the plan for next session.
All right.
Oh
Once
boy.
Jeff is back, you guys are going to get to go to a murder mystery birthday party to everyone's glee.
Is it gonna turn into actual murder?
I don't
Of
know.
course it is.
Oh, it absolutely is. Lionel is weirdly excited.
Why do I have this bad feeling if we're not careful, Dareth will turn it into a real murder?
Ah,
I mean, that is the plan. I mean,
no, it's not.
Just kill everyone.
yeah.
You're taking me to the stupid themed birthday party. Kill everybody. That'll show them.
Stupid murder
Yeah.
themed party and there's no actual murder. I'll show him.
This is how it's done, guys.
Stop giggling so much. Here, let me help you. Stab.
Yeah. Now you're getting it.
All right. Well, that's all I have. So you guys we can chit chat for a bit, but yeah, that's all I have for tonight.
Alrighty.